Dude. Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, absolutely.
I think I'm going to take these bitches out. But these are amber? Or is it ember?
Amber.
Is that what mosquitoes get stuck in?
Jurassic Park.
Ember is the Bernie shit. Like embers.
Yeah.
They're
like
the
leader
of the
leftist
party
in
politics.
You meant progressive Democrat Bernie Sanders.
Ember?
Bernie Sanders.
You said the Bernie shit.
Oh, right. Yes.
Where's your brain?
I mean, I was talking about something else, so why would my brain go to two places?
I know, but the fact that you said Bernie and the both of us thought you meant Bernie Sanders, and then we were like, progressive Democrat, and then you were like, where could you even have gotten that from?
Because my brain was going embers and amber.
And then weekend
so
the
I was
Bernies.
stuck there.
Right, but then you said Bernie.
I'm explaining to you why I wasn't there.
Yeah, no.
Damn it!
I like a break of your brain.
Fuck me.
Why?
You good?
You okay?
Been like a weird, like the anxiety is just ramped up, and I don't know if it's because the weather is like all fucky,
I
and
think maybe it's because you're chugging a Monster.
That's part of it.
I've actually cut way back on caffeine. This was half drank by Kim.
That's right. I heard about that.
I know. I'm just
True
giving
story.
you a hard time there, Randy Savage.
I had your back washing it, so she was like, "You can just have the rest of it."
Oh,
It was tainted.
Yeah.
It's just my funniest, or the funniest Randy Savage meme on the planet.
Oh, so good. But yeah, anxiety's just been all over the place.
I'm sorry.
Because like I'll be like, I feel it, but I'm like everything's fine. So it's weird to have that like dual thinking going on.
Well, that's the
Dissonance.
Is that what that's called?
I can look it up. Let's go to the dictionary.com.
Thank you.
I know that feeling. It
Lack
very
of harmony. Tension or clash resulting from the combination of two disharmonious or unsuitable elements.
Jesus.
Nailed it.
Jesus Christ over here.
Slamming on the Scrabble board.
Nice. That's actually like not that valuable of a word in Scrabble either.
Oh, hold on.
A lot of one pointers there.
Yeah. But you would have to use all your letters. So that's the bonus, the 50 plus,
Hot take.
which is what you're looking for. I wonder if that even is good because you'd have to end with CE or I don't know. Scrabble players are insane. Look up the movie Word Wars.
Word Wars.
Incredible documentary.
I didn't even know that they made a Scrabble documentary.
2004.
That's hot.
And there's a character that has gastrointestinal problems. Like he's one of the best Scrabble players in the world. And his name is Joel. His nickname, G.I. Joel.
Bitch trying to get slapped?
No, I was gonna say like, does Joel?
I want you to try and get an image of G.I. Joel in your head. Just manufacture one.
I got
Yeah,
one.
what you
This
think?
is a pro Scrabble player?
Yes.
Yep, I got one.
Not just a pro Scrabble player.
All right,
but
say what you think he looks like.
Yeah.
And then I will, and then we'll look him up.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna lean towards fattish
Okay.
and short hair and a t-shirt tucked into jeans.
Gotcha. I like the t-shirt tucked into jeans element.
Yeah, I feel like this is a Mara moment here. I bet Joel is handsome as hell and just jacked.
Kind of like the chess god. I forgot his
Bobby
name.
Fischer?
No.
Oh.
The current young guy.
Dwayne Johnson.
Yep. Thank
Sure.
you.
Right?
Sure. I'm picturing like a Joel McHale type.
Okay. Like pre or post
Post soup.
hair transplant.
Post soup.
Okay.
Pre-trans or probably post-transplant then.
Okay.
But like kind of right in the heart of Community.
I'm trying to think. I think that might be one of the characters in the movie, but I
No
don't think it's
shit.
the one I'm saying.
Oh.
Yeah.
There are a lot of lanky Joels, though.
Oh.
There's our guy.
Yeah.
So he touches kids.
Super easy to look at.
Like that kid. unfortunately.
That looks like maybe it's his daughter. The
Suspenders.
The obvious mugshot that we're looking at here, is that his wife or?
Probably a fellow Scrabble player.
Or somebody who has kids that he's interested in.
Because he doesn't have time for anything but Scrabble, which is why I think he doesn't weigh more than he does. I think it's a constant caffeine intake.
Sure. And that, well, so when Chris said fat, like the obvious guess, it has to be thin or whatever, just to, as a hedging your bets sort of thing. But I haven't met somebody with like truly awful gastrointestinal issues that wasn't one of the extremes.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like very few people are like riding that.
We got to click on that mugshot. I'm going to lose it.
This one?
Yeah. Oof.
The fuck is going on? He has 2 mugshots.
He has. Come on now. Don't be mean.
Right? There
great? He is in mid-battle.
That is so aggressive.
Intimidating.
Wait. Is this Voldemort before he lost his nose?
Looks like it, maybe.
Lost it in a Scrabble match.
It's a good look, though. I like the suspenders, like that absolutely are serving zero purpose, but...
One of my favorite,
But you know what? When you're sitting down for that long, it kind of sucks to have a belt tied around your waist. So to have those suspenders loosens up the old... Plus... much easier to take the pants down in case of shit emergency.
Because he's for sure shitting right there.
Yeah.
Word wars.
Is that Joel McHale in that picture?
I'm trying to figure out the other guy's name.
Is that a stand-up comic?
Looks like a guy at Laugh Factory.
I was going to say, that's
this guy
Laugh
looked
Factory.
like Data from Star Trek.
That guy's 100% at Laugh Factory,
Yeah.
too, in that top left.
Yeah, he is. He's a comedian.
That's
Look at us.
hilarious.
Oh. Good God. This is entirely
Do you know which
too
tournament's
far.
going on in your hotel right now?
Rodeo? I'm not sure if it's boxing or the K1 fighting.
I don't know.
This straight up could be a beat that Dr. Dre made.
This sounds like a porno.
Yeah.
Biggest national
it
Scrabble
does.
championships ever. 700 plus people in one giant football field sized room, filing in like extras in Night of the Living Dead. Intense, focused, they want to win this tournament.
There he is.
I do use brain function stuff, but I'm actually really low on it at this point, which is one reason maybe I got slaughtered in my last tournament.
Am I a genius? I have developed one skill beyond what most people would dream of. Excuse me.
Am I the champion? I hope to be in 3 weeks. Joe Edley is the best tournament player by far. The Zen shit gotta help. I usually run through one of these in a minute.
Incredible movie. Look at these characters.
Well, when I'm driving. When I'm not driving, it's quicker.
How is AWOL allowed? And how is Jeep allowed?
It's part of the Scrabble dictionary.
Oh, that's right.
It has its own dictionary, yeah.
That's right.
See, in this game, you can beat God if you got the right talent.
Dude. Hell yeah to that last guy.
Yeah. Also, yeah, for sure, hell yeah on that guy. But also, he may have been on the boat with Forrest Gump in the movie.
So, like, one of the things I want to highlight is after like a high profile match, when it's finished, they'll literally they're not allowed to like loiter in the tournament room at one of these tournaments. They take the board out of the room, put it on the floor outside of the tournament room, and they all start doing a post-mortem is what they call it. They analyze every word on the board to see if it was like an efficient move or not.
Wow.
And there's like gentleman's rules, like
So they literally perform an autopsy on the game.
yeah, that just got played because they want to like pick it apart.
Honestly, I pray that I have the passion for anything one day that these folks do for Scrabble.
It's an hour and a half.
It is an excellent game.
Great movie.
A highly, highly, highly underrated, I think.
It's also a book.
Scrabble?
The Word Wars is a book.
Oh. I thought you meant the game Scrabble. And I was like, huh?
No.
Is it like Dune or?
I want to see G.I. Joe play the Scrabble Battle Royale.
I want to see G.I. Joel paint the toilet at that fucking casino. Sheesh.
Dude, it almost felt like early Curb Your Enthusiasm,
It did, yes.
right?
Yes.
That's when it would have been filmed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it had the exact same sort of film style.
The camera.
Yeah. What was it? There was something I wanted to bring up kind of early. Oh, yes. Okay. Something very exciting.
Because Gilbert Godfrey died, which is exciting.
That really did bum me out quite a lot. You know, I mean, what bummed me out is I didn't know he was sick.
What was he sick with?
I haven't seen any like disclosure of that.
Was he just down with it?
It might be.
Was he just listening to too much Disturbed?
Could have been.
I mean, remember bumping mics?
Yeah.
Like, he had like a tough time. Like, he didn't seem like his usual self.
Yeah, he seemed like, and like I feel like the aging curve hit him really hard.
Yeah.
But I also, from what I've gathered on, you know, I don't know a ton about Gilbert Gottfried, but like from what I've gathered on him, like he didn't do a lot of drinking and drugs. He wasn't like, you know, like I think he was sober, or at least very close to being sober. But he's been involved in so many like sort of like cultural zeitgeisty things over the course of his career, but has never quite been like in the spotlight. You know, like he was a Disney sidekick.
Yeah, was he ever leading role?
I can't think of one thing that I've ever seen where he was.
Me either.
But yeah, like he was a Disney sidekick. Like that he was during. I mean, Aladdin is one of the biggest Disney movies ever. You know, he was on The Apprentice. Like he
was
the Celebrity Apprentice. Yeah, and he was like fucking awful. But everyone kept him on the show because, like, you know, they like vote you off. Basically, they like talk shit about you, and then
I've never watched it.
So I've never watched a full episode, but I watched a whole thing about like all of his time on the Celebrity Apprentice. It was like somebody put a
He lasted more than the first episode?
Oh yeah.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, he lasted like pretty deep into the season, I think.
Because that was the Donald Trump show, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Because I could just see him getting annoyed.
Well,
very quickly by him.
Well, so apparently Trump fucking loves Gilbert.
Oh,
Makes
okay.
sense.
Like he was just like, I mean, this guy's a fucking lunatic. Which, like, the irony in that is, you know, I mean, Gilbert wasn't a real person. Gilbert Gottfried was like, that was a character.
Yeah.
You know?
100%.
But like, also, he was on Wife Swap.
What?
Yes.
That's a great show.
Like, he's done some like fucking insane, like, sort of, like I said, sort of cultural zeitgeisty shit that you like don't think about, you know? And like, I don't know. I know almost nothing about him. So it kind of bummed me out. I'm like, you know what? Like, in the last probably 3 or 4 years, I've consumed more Gilbert than I've ever consumed.
Wow.
But I also feel like maybe I didn't. I don't. There's that moment where like you know, somebody that is at least like in something that you're very fond of, and you happen to be fond of them for whatever. I guess whatever
was he Filipino or what? What was his deal?
He's super Jewish.
Just super Jewish.
Really, he was a Scrabble player too.
Yeah, his last name is Godfried, which is the most Jewish.
That's pretty Jewish. Yeah.
You know, I heard and I was like, oh, you know, he lived a good long life. He was like 63 though.
Yeah.
Oh, well, never mind. Fuck.
But so I don't know, and he's got like young kids too. Like,
he does?
Yeah, well,
I could see that. Yeah.
not as much like creepy dad young as it sounds.
No, I know what you
but
mean,
he
though.
does. You know, they're
Like Penn Jillette has young kids.
Yeah,
And he's
but
the same
like,
age.
Penn Jillette fucks. So
Of course.
yeah, like that guy.
Charismatic.
That guy can keep having kids until he's 90. I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck. Penn Jillette is. We need more of his genes in the world.
Yeah.
I genuinely mean that too. But
Those cameos for Gilbert are gonna go way up now.
well, like he was also on that game show, the one where you leverage the celebrity guests to answer the question. You know, they're like all sitting
are
in
they
the
right?
windows.
Like, are they right? Are they correct?
Yeah, basically, you have
Talk
to
about
figure out which
Hollywood
one.
Squares.
I think that's what it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He was on an episode of Hollywood Squares, and that was getting passed around the other, the other day when the news broke. It's very funny, dude.
Do you think Godfried is getting tweets and he's like, guys, I'm not dead?
Could be.
Started in the 60s.
But yeah, he was on an episode of that with Penn and Teller. Actually.
Oh, nice.
So that's where like
That's funny that Teller would be there.
yeah. But I mean, it's
just
kind of the whole. I mean, it's perfect for the bit. You know,
He's just hanging out in the same box.
Right.
Does he whisper? Like,
well, yeah, or does nothing. I guess I never watched the episode,
Okay.
but it's like Gilbert says some like just outlandish shit, and like you might be able to pull it up. Actually,
Him and Saget were good friends.
great friends. Like I'm pretty sure, like close to best friends.
Yeah, they did a bunch of shit together. Well, shows, I should say.
Yeah, this is the episode. Yeah, dude, there's some fucking gems on this episode.
Gilbert, Playgirl magazine's clinical sexologist, says, I think we should be able to talk about sex the way we talk about what?
Soft-boiled eggs, because they don't take under 3 minutes.
Anyway, so Gilbert died, but
Boiled eggs!
you could stay on YouTube for what I was gonna bring up.
Sure.
Because I think you guys will actually. This is another one of those like. I've been trying to get you guys into the cool sort of, like beneath the surface stuff sports wise, and I think I found something that you both could get a kick out of.
ESPN 8, the Ocho?
Oh no, midget throwing.
Excuse me, mentally hilarious throwing.
Nice. It's called go to Secret Base is the channel. I think I've brought these guys up to you before.
You did.
But the actual video series that you guys got to watch, there's 2 of them. There's Chart Party, and then there's, so let's see.
What's this guy's thing again?
Analyzing sports in
They do like
meticulous
they
way.
do like really cool videos. So the one of the guys that does the channel, his name's John Boys. So you can see his playlist like right in the middle there.
Yep. I see
So
it.
he does like all kinds of super cool videos, but one of them that I just saw was about Barry Bonds in 2006. Or in 2004? It was 2004. So Barry Bonds' 2004 season, he set the record for on-base percentage with like a crazy high on-base percentage. And then they basically posed the question, if Barry Bonds had played without a bat, would he have been better than he was? And they literally run a simulation of every single at-bat with the exact same pitches thrown.
Mm-hmm.
And he would have had an on-base percentage of like 900. Like he was so feared as a hitter that pitchers basically refused to throw him strikes.
Wow.
Like that's how good. But it's like these. Like I watched one today that was like every NFL score ever, and the guy came up with the phrase "scoreagami," which is like now a thing that people look for, but it's like a unique score in NFL history. They rarely happen now, but it's just like. These insane like statistical things that have
you know what they call when you have a bunch of scores together? A scorgy.
Oh, nice. That's pretty gross. But yeah, there's some really really cool stuff on Secret Base, so I would highly recommend checking it out because like I don't know, some of the shit that I've watched over the last few days.
Yeah, I just have to remember.
My mind.
I've been face deep in Caleb Presley's ass.
He's
just
so
watching
funny, man.
all.
Just link me.
So you're saying women can't drive?
Dude, the stuff that he was doing, like going to colleges and interviewing people.
Oh yeah.
Like the worst roommate ever.
Oh yeah.
Unfucking
So
real.
funny.
How he finds these stories is just incredible.
Well, and like it's gotten easier for him over time.
Oh, for sure.
But like in the beginning,
yeah,
the amount of time and effort and research that it has to take to find like these super obscure, hilarious conceptual interviews that he puts together and then manages to like not just like crush these interviews, but like he's making like absolutely nonsensical things like famous.
Yeah.
Like overnight. Like that fucking roommate guy is like a thing now. That guy is like like people know who he is because of fucking Caleb Presley. I don't know. He's awesome, dude.
His cadence tricks people into answering the question anyways.
Yes.
Which is fascinating. Like, I want to test, like, I watched a lot of them and was like, I wonder how possible that really is. Like, I don't think me looking like I do now would be able to do it because oops. You were doing a thing. What were you saying?
I mean, I'm just sending a couple of Chart Party and Dorktown videos over to you guys. Just because. So the other series is called Dorktown, but he does. There's a whole series he does called The Bob Emergency, and how there used to be a ton of professional athletes named Bob, and now there's only 9. And like,
I always thought they were announcer.
Well, so like his whole thing is like, sports are getting worse, and it's because there are no more Bobs.
It's like a correlation.
Yeah,
that's a fun correlation.
It's
spurious.
It's very
spurious correlation.
Oh wow, the choice
word
of
wars,
word.
bitch.
Excellent.
I had spurious on my heels.
You
and
the Donald.
It makes me think of Moneyball, which I really enjoyed.
It's a great movie.
Very, very fucking good movie.
But also, conceptually, an excellent thing to like get you into sort of the nuances of statistics in sports. Like if you liked more than just the beautiful story of the 2000 Oakland Athletics, the stuff behind it like is fucking awesome.
There's a very interesting
Bill James and his essentially like rewriting the way people look at baseball players. Like I was watching a video today where these guys were, and this is like such an us thing to do. We got to do this at some point. Like it was so fucking awesome. We'll change obviously like the topic, but there's a couple of baseball shows that I watch. One of them is called Wake and Jake. It's with Jake Storielli from John Boy Media, but he had Foolish Baseball, the guy that I've sent you guys a couple of videos from Foolish Baseball. He had him on his show, and they do a draft every episode. And so, like, sometimes they'll do a draft of, like, triangles, like things that are in the shape of triangles. They've drafted colors. They've drafted all kinds of shit. But in these 2 episodes, because he's, like, a big, deep baseball mind guy, they drafted first the like Hall of Very Good players, like teams of guys that aren't Hall of Fame caliber, but like were great. And then the next time he was on the show, they drafted a bunch of guys that were like, basically like career, like players. The first player in the draft was a guy that not 2 weeks ago I was like, dude, that guy was like a stud for the Twins. First guy drafted in this. Players that were was a guy that I have very recently been like, dude, Jason Kubel used to rake for the Twins. And then they're all like, yeah, he was pretty bad. But like memorable, you know, like he had one good year. And like here I am being like, dude, this guy was a stud. So it just shows like how awful the Twins have been in my lifetime. That like people I thought were good are both statistically and beyond the...
Because he just had to, like, crawl over a bar. It was so low.
Oh, my God. Some of the guys on that team... So there's a statistic called wins above replacement. The abbreviation is WAR. But what it does is it establishes your value as a player over replacement level player, and that replacement level player is standardized throughout the league and history. So you have the ability to essentially evaluate how much better one particular player is than like somebody who is basically the baseline. And people will have, like an amazing season and they'll put together like 5 or not 5, like, 8 WAR or whatever. And that means, like, with them in the lineup, their team won 8 more games than they would have if somebody else, like a replacement player, had been in their lineup, right? So, like, I was looking at Twins players from like the late 90s, early 2000s, like guys that like I watched for 15 years play for the Twins. And you look at like their career WAR stat, and they were like below replacement level value. Like literally they had negative career WAR, meaning if the Twins had picked any fucking jackass off the waiver wire to just replace this guy, we would have been better off. But that's how bad the Twins were.
What are they good for?
Absolutely negative 5 career WAR. Like, dude, it was awful. Like, and there's like multiple guys that I watched growing up, like bat fucking 6 for the Twins, who had a career WAR stat of like negative 5.5. You're like, over the course of time, you lost your team more games than they would have if they had somebody else. And the Twins were like, we'll sign him for 12 years.
Hey, you just gotta look good doing it, you know.
I guess. Well, this guy's name was Denny Hawking. So
didn't sound good.
one time he got put into as the backup catcher. Is a very funny but also kind of sad story. He got put in as the backup catcher, and the opposing team stole second base on the first pitch that was thrown, and he tried to throw the guy out, stealing, and he hurled that shit into the outfield, just completely missed his target. So then the other team was like,
fuck,
we're going to keep stealing because apparently he can't. And he did it 3 or 4 more times. The other team literally scored multiple runs on errors thrown of balls thrown to second base on steals, right?
Like the pitcher was just better off like turning around and throwing
right,
it
or
into the
just
stands.
like let's not throw it at all.
Yeah,
you know. And so they had to pull Denny Hawking like before an inning was over to like get a new guy in to play catcher. And after the game, I forget what his first name was, but the pitching coach, his last name was Anderson. Like they did an interview where because he was the guy that had to come out and pull Denny Hawking, and they were like, you know, how did that go? Have you ever had to do that before? And the coach literally started crying.
Oh my God!
Because he was like, that was one of the hardest things I've had to do.
I mean,
like to pull a catcher, they don't even play an inning. Like, dude, I'd be like, buddy.
It'd be one thing if it was just a game, right?
Right.
But you're walking onto the field and all like hundreds of thousands of people at the same time they're pulling the fucking catcher.
The catcher. That never happens.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I got like at what point did they evaluate his resume and not him, you know? Where they were like, says he can catch. You know, it's a professional game. Might as well stick him out there. What the fuck is going on with Denny?
It also says he can play acoustic guitar.
Right. Okay. Hey, Wonderwall doesn't count.
He's asking the batter. He's like, yo, what's the sign language shit for?
Batter's like,
God, I wish I fucking spoke ASL.
But yeah, I don't know. So these guys do some really cool videos.
Why is that guy in the hill looking at me so intensely?
He looks like one of those.
Yeah, it's coming in pretty hot there, huh? You want to slow it down?
Slow
there, buddy?
my hand, dude. Yeah, he puts his hand out. I was like, Jesus.
Doesn't that guy look like a meerkat up there?
I have had my Denny Hawking moment though as a catcher. My arm, I blew out my arm.
You played baseball?
Yeah, played catcher. Blew my arm out mid throw because the kid.
How could you squat so low?
I have like hyper extendable legs. Like I'm the guy that can fucking sit with his feet on the chair and rest his butt on the chair at the same time.
Just looking like a frog out there. Yeah,
like
hell
I
yeah.
got frog legs for sure. But yeah, so like literally mid inning, pitcher gets a strikeout, but like it's not a pass ball, but like I didn't catch it. Like it was a curveball, so I had to like block it. And in order to get the out, you actually have to throw the guy out at first in that instance. So I went to throw down to first, and literally mid throw, my arm just gave out. And I just hurled the ball like 40 feet right of first base and like 20 feet deep. And my coach like walked out of the dugout.
Did your coach go, funky butt loving?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man. I love that movie so much. But yeah, Dude, that was like pre-Gary Busey being broken, too.
Yeah.
Dude, that was a great movie. There's some, like,
I watch it every year.
It's so like prior to Gary Busey showing his, his cards, so to speak, that I didn't even remember that was him.
Well, he got in a motorcycle accident. That's what happened.
Oh.
Damage.
Post motorcycle accident, he had severe brain damage.
When did that happen?
Like
early 90s.
Yeah, so like right after Rookie of the Year.
Because that was 93 or 93.
Holy shit, it was that long ago?
Yeah.
You know what's even crazier? Julie the Cat Gaffney from Mighty Ducks.
Mm-hmm.
She plays the hot girl in Rookie of the Year.
She does?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the way she's drinking her milk, and all the boys are like, oh, I bet she sucks a mean cock.
Yeah.
Rowan Gardner.
I'd like to finger
They ride the
blast her
shitty boat
behind
together.
I had a really funny coach growing up, or in like when I was in high school, who was young. He was a young guy. He was still in college. And we had to call a guy from the bullpen to come pitch, and the pitching coach or the coach like walked out of the dugout and looked over into the bullpen. And he was like, Rosenberger, like instead of because that's what the coach does.
He yelled Rosenberger?
Yeah, and like people were like, what? And meanwhile, I'm on the end of the bench just fucking howling.
That's incredible.
I didn't play a lot.
I had a
What
fan.
happened to her?
I had a fan letter.
I was thinking she has to be a MILF by now.
I mean,
That's fake.
That is very funny to me.
Why are they putting her
I was
going to
say, what is?
Why
with
is Padme here?
That's Natalie Portman, right?
Did she
Yeah,
pass?
like
what-
twice.
Did she pass? Like,
No,
what's
she's
going-
44.
She looks like Phoebe in that picture in the middle, right
But
there.
which one is her?
That's not her. That's the girl who plays fucking. Who's the one who's
trying to
dating-
find her.
Who's the one who's dating Guy Germain?
Right.
Connie. That's the girl who plays Connie.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of like Natalie Portman and
Weird.
it's a whole lot of not her.
I wonder what this conspiracy is about. Oh, do you think that they think that that's her? Like, who else did they think? Fuck.
Well, they thought
Was it
fucking-
Hannah Montana?
Well, wow, she looks like Phoebe.
Yeah.
What's her name? Lisa Kudrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
Lisa Kudrow?
5'8".
Damn it! It is Kudrow. Fuck me in my little hole.
Close enough.
Wow, that was really aggressive. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Look at us. Classic me. Just
fan submission.
She's a chef.
Oh, really?
she's a chef. That's
Look-
fucking
look-
awesome.
Listen to this. She came to fame after appearing in the movie Men in Black 2.
What?
Sorry?
I gotta ask, who the fuck wrote this goddamn article?
I don't know.
Get their name.
That has to be a joke.
Get their name now.
Dude,
Julie the Cat.
Weird. Are you trying to break that chair?
Yeah, I just gotta prove that I can frog legs.
Oh my god.
That's how I sit in the car
Uh,
while I'm driving.
so Alex, somebody wrote a fan letter in just for you.
Ooh, hot.
How's your bean? The podcast format is perfect for Alex because instead of having to go to a bunch of different mics to not be funny for 5 minutes, he can be funny for 90 minutes at one mic.
Tell Keenan hello.
Huh?
It's 100% Keenan.
Of course it is.
Yeah. Also, he told me to shit on you, which is
That's so funny.
Which is why I was rude to you at the beginning of the PCast.
Oh.
Yeah. I wouldn't purposefully be mean. Come on.
Oh.
You know me better than that.
But I guess I never
going
think of
frog
it as
legs?
actually being.
Yeah.
God damn it.
This chair is tough to do it in, I gotta tell you.
Yeah, you're slanted.
Yeah, it hurts. It hurts bad.
Somebody was at the shop recently, and she was like as tall as you.
Really?
And she wanted to get some jewelry, and I was like, all right, I'll be right back with like another display. And for listeners who haven't seen what the shop looks like, there's full cases, and one, like, some of the shelves go like all the way down to the floor. She was doing that, so like
Oh yeah.
super, super fucking tall, and then was all the way down on the ground.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And I was like, holy shit.
So it happens when your legs go up to your armpits, though. You know, it's like you just.
Did she pop right back up too?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I'm very proud of my ability to do that.
I don't know if my knees can handle it anymore.
She said that she'll smoke like that sometimes, and I was like,
Yeah.
"That's just like the Koreans do."
Yeah.
Eastern Europeans.
Also
Yeah.
Eastern Europeans. Yes.
Yeah.
Slav squat.
Having the old bohemian breakfast, a cup of coffee and a cigarette.
There we go.
See, but if you look up the Korean version,
I know their ass is touching the ground.
yeah.
There's a very distinct line in the sand between the people who wear Puma and the people who wear Adidas.
Yeah.
But they rep their particular brand so fucking hard.
That dude's the best.
Yikes.
So you want to lose that too, so you got a place for your cigarette.
That's true, actually. It's a hot take. Oh my God, is that Darth?
How dope were those paintings by Keith, by the way?
Oh, I thought you said panties at first, and I was like, what? They were very cool. I really like that he's doing that. What's it called? Saku. I don't know that style. The Japanese
they just call it
style.
Japanese traditional.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is a normal.
Gosh.
Yeah, look how low those guys are.
Well, that's there's two guys shitting over there. Do you see that? Oh. Oh.
This is how you're supposed to shit.
Yeah. Supposed to get the poop out a lot better. That's why the squatty potty is
That's
like
why it
so
exists.
successful.
And if you're on your toes, that's the spy squat. If your feet aren't flat, that's how you know they're a spy.
Oh, Landon and I have not watched the third episode yet.
I have not watched any of it, so
Of what?
I can get caught up then.
Is there a show?
Moon Knight.
Yeah. I fucked up.
But
I
Landon
fucked
did
up.
tell me that there's only going to be 6 episodes.
That makes sense.
Does it?
Yeah, because they only did 6 of Loki too.
Is that true?
I
Yeah.
believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 6.
What a weird.
Well, to me, it makes sense.
It's the magic number.
Plus, also like they're using this platform as a way to sort of like beta test doing characters, right?
Yeah.
Like standalones. So like Moon Knight will make his way into the MCU movies
For sure.
but all of the other
Maybe.
characters that are a part of Phase 4 have 2 and 3 hour movies that already exist. So
What
you
about-
got to get them caught up time-wise, like on screen time.
What about Daredevil?
Oh, I'm so excited.
I
Well, Daredevil was in Spider-Man already.
yes.
Oh, he was.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he has like a really awesome cameo. Like it's
Dude, that was that moment when I forget, or I know that I couldn't say it when we initially saw the movie.
Oh, yeah.
But that was that moment when the crowd was like, "Woo!"
yeah.
We all freaked the fuck out.
Dude, that made me so happy because I'm like, all right, having Foggy and Daredevil like in the MCU now and Karen. I mean,
Of course, Karen.
Is
like,
that the Mighty Ducks guy?
yeah,
Yeah.
yep, Fulton
Okay.
Reed, very good.
Huge fun.
It's an all Mighty Ducks episode.
It is. God, I wish. Anyway, so having those, I think of all those characters, like, yeah, it's great to have them all in there, but tying in Daredevil to the MCU means that we're getting Wilson Fisk in the MCU, and he is.
So wait, did you watch Hawkeye? The
No.
Hawkeye series?
No.
So
Is he in it?
he appears in that.
Hot.
So he's had an interaction with a like staple, not just MCU character, but an Avenger. So like, yeah, it's for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, dude. Season 1 of Daredevil may be my favorite, like, superhero thing ever, actually.
Yeah.
And people are like, he's not really super. He doesn't have superpowers. And then you're like, watch the show.
Yeah, you fucking idiots.
He does. Like he's got them.
Yeah.
It's got a super personality.
Well, and like Stick is like such a great character, and then when fucking Defenders comes around, and dude, I could not stand Iron Fist.
No.
God, was it awful.
It was so close to being good, but they cast the wrong dude to be Iron Fist.
Yep. And then
that's an important role.
I never really got into Jessica Jones either. Mostly because I just felt like as a hero, there was just the wrong vibes.
Well, her whole thing, though.
Also, I can't not see her dying from a heroin overdose after
From
watching
Breaking Bad.
Her whole thing, though, like that whole character arc is, I don't want to be a superhero.
I know.
And like, so she doesn't. So they go that noir direction because her main thing is that she's an alcoholic who refuses to confront her feelings and is just wanting to do she wants to keep that like pessimistic worldview of society.
Yes.
And so she's like, I don't give a fuck if I out you.
Right.
Like, so it's all like perspective.
Yeah.
So what's Moon Knight about? Showing your ass to Batman?
God, I wish. That'd be so awesome. It's just a rebirth of the Captain Underpants trope.
Do you get like how deep that joke is?
Well, I mean, yeah. Like Batman is the Dark Knight and mooning.
Well, but
Showing
people
your
have been
ass.
calling Moon Knight the Batman of Marvel for decades.
Did you know that?
Fuck no.
You didn't?
No, edit that out though, because I did know that now.
So, do you know how deep that joke was? Apparently not. Apparently you thought it was a lot deeper than it was.
Listen, it's called art. It's called art.
You piece of shit.
Okay. Eye of the Beholder. Chris nailed it.
Eye of the Beholder.
It doesn't matter if I knew it or not. It still hit.
You did a deep and didn't even know it.
It's just like that the Attic Addicts.
So I've got an oops or two.
Oh, let's hear them.
The first one being I got another neck tattoo.
Yep. Saw that. Heard that. I like.
Is that a Life Aquatic tattoo?
No, it's an homage to a lyric from a band called Brand New where it says, "I need you like I need water in my lungs." And there's this like drawing that goes along with it where it's a guy with one of these on, but there's water
full of
inside
water.
Inside of the helmet.
Gotcha.
So we didn't want to copy it exactly, so we just did that. But you remember the last Harry Potter when he ends up at the white like way station?
Yeah, where he gets de-Horcruxed.
Yeah.
Is that I'm thinking of the right part, right?
I think so, right? Isn't it? Yeah. Where he sees Dumbledore and
yes.
Volda Analwarts is like under that bench, like a fucking aborted fetus.
Yeah.
That was me getting this neck tattoo because I didn't have time to put numbing stuff on. Holy fuck.
Dude, I feel like I would get whiplash from that. Like your neck.
That was the
would be
weird
so
thing
sore.
is like you can't help it. The back of your back
clench.
Neck muscles clench so much.
Yeah.
Take a handful of Tylenol beforehand.
No.
Like the tension headache, possibly.
No. That would have been a good idea.
That's what I mean. That was advice for the listeners. I know you didn't do it because
I thought it was a question.
You didn't even do the numbing, so I figured there was no prep.
No prep. So that day, the kids were going to stay at my parents', and Kim was like, "That means we get the house to ourselves. It'll be just you and me time." And I was like, "Don't, wee. Still got a couple of those generic Viagras left." I was like, this will be dope. Then I got the neck tattoo. Go to my parents' because it was my niece's birthday And Kim sees the neck tattoo and is like, "Hey, kids, you're coming home tonight." And I was like, "Oh, oh, you like it?"
Just show Kim this tattoo and say, "At least it's not this."
What is that?
It's like a skull and with wings, but it's the American flag. Okay, this is Cody Rhodes. He's the American Nightmare.
He looks like a howler monkey.
His dad was Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream.
Whoa.
Gotcha.
So the concept is fine, but Jesus Christ, the placement should be where his other tattoo is on his chest.
Right.
That should be here. This up here, because like, damn, that thing is just really standing out.
If you start getting neck tattoos before your sleeves and stuff,
Right.
like they call like people who get hand tattoos and neck tattoos.
You know, you say that if he was full blown tattoo, like tatted up, like he worked up that way, this would be completely fine.
Exactly.
Yeah, totally. No, I get that's why it stands out so poorly. It's because it's just that. You're it looks like what happened to your. Oh, it's a tattoo.
Yeah, it's insane.
How the fuck?
But
Didn't have any other real estate there, huh?
Yeah.
That was it.
they call it a California tuxedo when people only have these tattoos because
they
wear like flannels and long sleeves and hoodies and
looks
shit.
like they're
just full of them.
Yep.
But it's just I got you.
And they take it off, and it's just all the spots that it's the opposite of what I want to do with my tattoos.
Gotcha. The military. You're going for the military.
Yes. I want everything covered. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're keeping your tattoos in the closet.
Yeah, I'm a closet freak.
You're a closeted tatter. My other oops
was
nice.
I heard somebody in the shop. I hate when like you meet somebody and you're like, wow.
I also hate when you meet somebody. Yeah,
Yes.
totally. Oops. Next. What, Alex? What's
Hate it.
Super chill, and you're like, good vibes, awesome. And then you hear some shit later, and you're like, how can this be the same person?
Oh yeah, that is upsetting.
You know what I mean? So the conversation that I overheard was, and it's just like they're indoctrinating these kids, and they don't even want to be gay.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, huh?
Oh, did they figure out time travel? Did we grab someone from the 80s?
And they were like, yeah, it's like these parents are like, are you gay? And their kids are like, no. And then they're like, because it's okay if you're gay. And they just keep trying to make them gay. And it's like, well, then the kid feels pressure to be gay.
That's not how it works.
What? How could you think that that's how? Huh?
So that's your oops of the week?
That's
that's an oops.
Just an oops.
Yeah.
An oops.
And oops. Okay.
Sometimes it's an oops on me.
Okay.
Because right, we had that customer.
Right.
Know? Yeah.
Right. That's right. That's on me.
It's okay.
I broke my mic stand.
You did?
Live on Twitch. It wasn't even necessarily like a violent thing, but I tilted in Dark Souls 2. And what I do when I tilt is I take the mic and I just push it up really quickly. And it just fucked up the arm.
Oh.
And I was like, oh shit.
That sucks.
Because I'm just like, get this out of my face. Motherfucker.
Yeah.
I beat Dark Souls
So
2, though.
it's hey.
Nice. How's
That's
it feel?
the opposite of an oops.
I was gonna say,
How's it feel?
Great.
Good.
would that be the redemption?
Yeah. Yes.
Nice.
We could do that too, like a follow up on an oops is a redemption.
Oh.
Because now I had to I kind of push the
We could call it
pieces.
a redacted.
Push the pieces back together on the thing. And then I had to turn it upside down because it only bends one way.
Oh, yeah. That's actually wow. Good for you.
So yeah, it's hanging in there. So now I'm very gentle. I'm like, oh, good night, everyone.
Like you're not trying to not wake it up.
Yeah, I'm like, please stay. I need you.
My oops of the week
I think there's another one somewhere.
goes to Charles Barkley. like the actual person, Charles Barkley,
Yeah.
and Shaquille O'Neal for shitting on the Timberwolves and our fans for celebrating as hard as we did after the win on Tuesday. Dude, literally, like it was okay. It's kind of a twofold thing. So the Wolves have been to the playoffs one time since 2004. Okay,
Wow.
and that one time was the year that like everything fell apart like 2 months after the season. Like it's been a fucking dumpster fire of professional sports in Minnesota for so fucking long, you know? And the Wolves have been especially bad. Like they were bottom dwellers for a very long time. And even last year the record was like 26-46 or
Yeah, they
something.
lost to the Generals.
Yeah.
There's a team called the Generals.
That's a Globetrotters joke.
Oh.
It's the team that's always
The team
losing
that
against
loses.
they're like, whoa, what do I do? He's spinning he's spinning the ball on his finger. Take it.
But so the Wolves had they introduced a play-in tournament to the playoffs now. So the bottom or there's the top 6 seeds automatically get into the playoffs, and then 7, 8, 9, and 10 have a tournament, sort of, to figure out who the 7th and 8th seeds will be for the playoffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the first game is between the 7 and 8 in the rankings, and whoever wins that automatically gets the 7th seed.
Got it.
And then whoever loses that plays the winner of 9 and 10 to see who goes in to the 8th seed.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's like a loser's bracket
Yeah, basically.
for like a tournament.
So the Wolves had their play-in game against the Clippers, and they won at home, and people fucking lost their minds, including some players. And actually, if you want to bring it up, if you look up JJ Redick. Okay, yeah. So there should be a clip of him from his. Okay, do you guys remember the the book The Old Man and the Tree?
No.
Okay. Well, there was a book called that. And JJ Redick was like a prolific 3-point shooter in the NBA. And if you just look up, oh, there you go. Why JJ Redick has a real problem. It's the 4th video down. There you go. Yep. So
but I do want to talk about the Timberwolves.
He has a podcast called The Old Man and the Three, and it's kind of cool.
He's a white guy.
Yeah. He has like prolific players on his podcast like all the time, because he's like recently retired. But this is him talking about like the guys, both like writers from Minnesota and around the league, and then also Shaq and Charles, like how it pissed him off. He's like, what? Like this is fucked. Like this city and state have been through enough. Like these people are just excited. Like why are you shitting on them? And then also right afterwards, when they were like, all right, Timberwolves against the Memphis Grizzlies in the first round of the playoffs, who you got? And then Shaq and Charles are both like, I think the Timberwolves could take it.
Oh, that's hilarious.
After they just shit on the Timberwolves, you know? So here's JJ's take. It's actually
reaction last night.
If you scroll
Tommy,
past
what
like
was your
the guy on the right talking, he's fucking annoying kind of.
I sent out a tweet last night in watching the live reaction on Twitter, essentially saying, why do we celebrate, NCAA tournament teams reacting this way after winning in a one-and-done scenario to make the round of 32 or to make the Sweet 16 or to make the Elite Eight? They haven't won a championship. My other observation is there's sort of a feeling about professional athletes that we get to the pros, and of course this is dehumanizing like so many things are, but we get to the pros and we sign our contracts and basketball doesn't matter, right? And then all of a sudden we saw last night that it did matter, and there was this reaction to it making fun of the celebration. Just to provide some context about the Timberwolves, So Karl Anthony Towns was with Flip, who passed away. Karl Anthony Towns has lost his mother and a number of family members to COVID.
That's
Patrick
actually
Beverley
true. Multiple family members.
is the ultimate chip-on-your-shoulder guy who felt disrespected by the Clippers, traded to Memphis, traded to Timberwolves, made some proclamations. The city of Minnesota has had, I think, one playoff appearance since Kevin Garnett left.
I want to add D'Angelo as well as another guy who was tossed aside in L.A. and then brought the Nets to the playoffs. You guys played them in the playoffs, did a great job in Brooklyn, and then was tossed aside there. So that's two places where he, number 2 overall pick, played great and was basically like, oh, you're not good enough. You're not good enough to be a sort of key cog on a playoff team or a championship team.
Yeah, so my point is, for all the knock against professional athletes, we witnessed in real time them showing that it matters, them showing how much they cared. They cared. The city cared. The fans cared. The team cared. The players cared. They cared. And we're going to make fun of that? I'm sorry. It's wrong. It's wrong. And I will say this, too. I recognize I did not win an NBA championship, but there were moments in my career, in high school, in college, in the NBA, when you go through something, you set a goal, whatever it may be, or you go through a series that is so hard fought, yes, you get emotional. I cried after we beat the Spurs in 2015. It was the first round. Did I feel like I had accomplished some great thing, that I had a ring on my finger? Fuck no. But you know what? It was emotional because it fucking mattered and I cared. And to go through that and to go through everything that team has gone through, I'm off of it. I'm off of it. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the jests towards them. All right, that's my one rant for the day, hopefully.
There's the rant. We got it out early.
Yeah, so he kind of goes off, which I really like. I don't know. I appreciate that because like, that's the world that we live in right now is like so quick to just be like, you know,
it's funny,
shit on
like,
people for being happy or whatever.
Well, I mean, that reminded me of like the whole double standard thing. Like Theo recently went off about Hollywood's double standards with the Oscars when Will hit Chris. Like why weren't they up in arms? Why wasn't everyone losing their shit? Like they lose their shit about words. Yeah. But when someone literally assaults a man in front of them, they are like, well, let's talk about it. Let's figure, like, it's like you guys should have.
Is everyone Tim Gunn now?
What?
You know, the guy from, like, Project Runway? I'm Tim Gunn.
Oh, Tim Gunn. God, I love that guy.
Yeah, he's awesome.
But, yeah, so, like, just... a lot of that is it's got to be confusing to be like to try to figure out where like your moral compass lies because there's so much fucking gray.
Oh yeah.
And we have so much more visibility to it.
Right.
And I think because of that too, like it's easy to I did notice that you've been like wearing like your sock is like ready to just die.
Yeah, I put this bitch right up in my hose. What?
I put my hose right up in my bitch, but...
Nice. That was weirdly aggressive about your wife.
But yeah, and I even get caught up in it too, because I'll get upset about something and then completely forget that something similar happened because there's so much fucking media and so much shit going on. You know what I'm talking about, Mara? Like, where we're just inundated and have such ADD that you forget about the thing that you were... And then somebody reminds you and you're like, oh, yeah. I hate both of those things. Yeah. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
It's just that, it's weird. We want people to be happy, but we also we feel like the internet gives us this weird right to also be goblins and like be shitty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It's weird.
That's like, I'm gonna celebrate my sub 30 Tetris sprint. Even though it's 15 seconds off a world record. Like, I'm not winning any tournaments,
but you
why can't I sell
hard for it and you care?
Yeah.
So, like, people that want to shit on that, Oops.
Also, eat all of the stale baguettes. Speaking of sub.
Nice.
Sub, bitch.
I have a sub button on Twitch. It's there officially.
So horny for it.
I forgot to have you send me because you guys were saying something about a Prime link.
You have to go to Amazon Gaming.
Right.
Okay.
Prime Gaming.
Prime Gaming, sorry.
So go to Prime Gaming on a desktop computer. You cannot do it from your phone.
Because you have to link your Twitch account to your Amazon account.
Right. And you cannot use your Twitch token, your Prime token on the Twitch app on your phone. You have to do it from a desktop computer or from a laptop, obviously. It just cannot be done through the mobile app. So...
Or if you want, you could pay the money with real money, real dollars. It's $5. And yeah, it's $5.
It's as much as kids' tickets.
I have someone working on the 5 emote slots that I get for custom emotes.
Also, can you?
So they're in the works.
Can you do a voiceover so when somebody subs, you use the commercial voice from the Monster Jam thing, and it just goes $5.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, just just him
going $5.
Wasn't it just $10?
No,
I think as
kids' tickets are just $5. Come see Gravedigger.
This was before inflation kind of got out of control.
Right.
Because now it's like just $59.99. And the guy's like 72 years old. Dude, is the Monster Jam guy on Cameo? Because that is an investment.
Wow. Is it the same guy as the Halo guy is my question.
A Halo one would be you can get a cameo from him.
Yeah.
Because I watch a streamer.
Slayer.
And he has, awesome. Whenever someone donates, it goes, he has that guy say, bits.
Yeah.
Subscription.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, he's got some good ones. Also, I was watching a community episode, and like the second time or fourth time or.
By the way, speaking of the streaming, sorry. Oops to me.
Yeah. Wow.
That was a hard cut.
Shit. That was so aggressive.
Rewind.
A bunch of really frustrating thoughts were like flooding my brain.
You don't have to justify it. You're good.
My computer has been a giant pile of shit.
It's actually large too. So
yeah. And so I haven't been streaming because it takes so fucking long to export these videos. And I can't sit for 8 hours at a fucking time and babysit the goddamn exports. So I'll leave it, come back, error code. Minute marker, like it's like a 2-second little slot that it was like, we couldn't render it. It's like,
have you tried to clean up your hard drive and stuff?
Yeah.
This is computer bullshit though. That's just what computers do.
It's like I make sure I've been doing so much fucking shit to try and because I actually had done streams while I was exporting shit and it wasn't amazing, but it was fine. It was manageable.
Right.
And
now
I can't fucking do anything with my
computer. You can get a assembled machine for game as a standalone for streaming.
I could do that.
Since you're not playing anything really intense anyway.
No.
I mean,
she's such a pussy, dude.
Yeah.
Also that, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you're not playing stuff that requires gamer fuel or anything.
I've been watching a show that this lady is such a badass that somebody
a Twitch show
tried to tell her to man the fuck up. And she was like, no, you ovary the fuck up.
Oh, that's pretty good.
And so, from then on...
Is it Jillian Michaels from Biggest Loser?
No.
She always scared
me. From then on, every interaction with her where she has a moment to say that, so she'll be like, she'll go up to somebody and be like, so clit the fuck up.
That's really good.
So, I don't know if I had beaten Dark Souls 1 last week.
No.
So in that span, I have beaten Dark Souls 1 and 2.
Holy kiss rod.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Aren't those 40-hour playthroughs?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's called Gamer.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah. A gamer is you.
gamer is you.
So the second Dark Souls game gets a lot of criticism as being the worst in the series, and I see why. But it does have some redeeming qualities, and I would recommend it.
See, but that's the value
for the meme though. The rating is Dark Souls Blue, BLEW.
See, but that's like that's the value in playing it for yourself.
Yeah,
is like, you still find a couple of things that you really like about it.
Yeah, like I found a silly weapon to use. It's this giant, overly sized hammer, which you just wall up everything with.
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah. So once I got that weapon, it was
like
just
the
like
Super Smash Hammer. It's just like auto kills.
Yeah, like let me see if I can.
Excellent use of wallop.
Just yeah. And like I gave my character enough strength that they can use it in one hand. So it got even more ridiculous.
So you're just literally bludgeoning people with a giant hammer.
Like a Looney Tunes cartoon.
Yeah.
Hot.
And I think I posted a pic on Twitter. I could just show you guys.
That's fucking rad as hell. That literally looks
just one-handing it.
It looks like a barrel. Like an old wooden oak barrel that also is a beehive.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's so mangled and.
Sheesh.
It's one of the.
Also, love the fit on the character, by the way.
Oh, and she's got like
the sash.
She's got a fat ass.
Send me that photo.
She does look
okay.
She does look.
She's thick as hell.
Because the character that you showed us last week, I forgot to ask you for the photo, and
oh, okay.
I was like, I'm definitely not re-exporting
the Mac Moon, Mac Moon character.
Yeah.
That run is still going. I'll probably finish that at some point.
Nice.
I have beaten Elden Ring twice as well.
Jesus H.
Hulk Hogan is now the Lord of Flame.
You should jump into the God of War games when you're done with.
I'm putting stuff on my list, so that'll probably be on there. But yeah, there's like an attack with this weapon where, so if you do an attack right after you do the roll animation to like dodge, they'll like swing it up like an uppercut. So like I just got this giant like hammer.
Wait, how does that work? So you roll.
You roll forward, and then when you stand up from the roll, you're using your
so it's
momentum
like dragging
to
behind you. Oh,
you
God,
swing
that's
up
fucking
and like
sick.
uppercut him like right in the jaw.
Oh,
wow. So yeah, once
like the cutscenes in fucking Skyrim when you just get a really good one and you're like, I need to watch that.
Yeah, so you just start feeling like this is epic.
Yeah.
As a result of beating Dark Souls 2, I have now moved on to Bloodborne, which is the next game in the series.
Wait, isn't that the final one?
No. Elden Ring is the final.
But I meant in your
Demon
list.
Souls, though?
No, because here's the thing. There's a gorgeous version of Demon Souls,
Right.
but it's only on PS5.
Right.
And I refuse to play any other version of it.
Okay, that's fair.
Because it looks so incredibly good.
Does.
Yeah.
It does. I watched NL play it right when he got his PS5 and he was like shitting
It's
himself.
mind-blowingly gorgeous.
Yeah.
And so is Bloodborne, by the way.
Yeah.
This one's on track to be my favorite in the entire series.
It's fucking awesome.
It's the art direction, like the set pieces on each of the stages.
Well, they just did such a good job of combining like the sort of like the Cthulhu-esque sort
Gothic
of genre
horror
with noir. Like it's
Isn't that that's what Lovecraft did, right?
Yeah, it's Lovecraftian. That's the whole theme of the game, basically. It's just Dark Souls Lovecraftian.
And today I actually acquired the coolest weapon that I've had in the entire series of games. That's like 400 hours of gameplay.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So in this game, the weapons are unique in that each weapon is 2 weapons.
Oh.
So the one I started with it's an axe, like it's a short axe like this.
Yeah.
But then if you hit L1, it fucking extends into a 2-handed axe. And you can do this in mid combo. So you can be wailing on them like one-handed, and then like there's a special transforming move where it like juts out and then does like the long attack.
Oh.
But I got this weapon that it's like a giant fucking mallet.
Okay.
Because I love bonking.
Right. Yeah.
But the transform move is a sword comes out because the handle is a sword. Yeah. So you'll be like mid combo with the sword, and you'll like put the sword into
throw it in the hilt and then
hammer and then slam down.
Oh, God damn it. That's cool.
What a fucking rad concept.
And then you're just holding like these old school like blunderbuss style guns in your other hand.
That's the other thing that I really like about that game is they added like the projectile weapon and they didn't like hold back in making it like super. You're not using like a Colt 45 or like a Magnum of some kind, you know.
Did you watch Vox Machina?
No.
Super fucking good. Fairly short season, like easy to digest.
Anime?
Technically, but it's Dungeons and Dragons based.
Anime.
Oh, very good. But it's like very adult humor.
Oh,
like so they say fuck. There's basically a version of Drax that says fuck and
this
like
dude's walking around like, let me see that hog, brother.
All right, we'll have to ask my mom, but I might check it out.
God,
like there's a guy that attacks someone with his penis at one point.
Really?
Shoots this and the bolt comes out of his penis.
That's right. That's right up my alley.
Oh, and you see
is.
You see wait, is it? Oh, dwarf nuts. You see dwarf nuts. Like there's an under the leg shot, and you see his ball bag hanging.
That's awesome. Does each ball have a beard, like a dwarven beard?
No, because it's like supposed to be like silhouette. But are you looking up dwarf nuts?
No, we got TikToks.
Sheesh.
But yeah, one thing is like when you move from one FromSoft game to the next, especially in this order.
Oh, I brought that up. The whole reason I brought it up is because there's a guy that has a gun in there, but guns don't exist, so they don't have like a name for.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
That's what.
Yeah.
So when you said projectile, that's what that made me think of.
Right.
They're different enough where it's very brutal when you start the game.
Yes.
Because I just played 50 hours of Dark Souls 2. It's very ingrained into my hands.
Right. But then they shift the.
Yeah, the mechanics changed. The buttons were different.
Right. Which is that's I don't know, man. That's the way to do it. That's kind of like how like it took me so long to get like my I don't want to say hand eye, but that's really what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like fully up to speed when I started playing Red Dead 2 because it's been so long since I played Red Dead 1. And like that was something that I just like that's half the beauty of getting into a game is like
it's so satisfying to grasp when you grasp the system. You're just like, there it is, like it clicks
when
like
timing finally works and you're like, oh
yeah, because like
I'm fucking unstoppable now.
And you start feeling badass because yesterday I started the game and I'm like very clumsy and I'm like, this game is fucking awful.
But that's what I mean. The same thing happened to me in God of War too, though. Like, dude, holy piss! When you finally get Kratos, like when you're like the master of death, dude.
Start riding that turtle.
Oh my god! You just like you literally you can walk it. You can see like severely outnumbered or be severely outnumbered in enemies and also like outranked by enemies, and you're like, no problem, I got this. Where's my fucking axe? And then you just start ripping people's dicks off. Sorry, I'm really fired up about that, but
there's a helmet in the game. Let's see if I can get a good picture. Here we go.
What?
What?
It's a fucking chest with a mouth.
Yeah, there's mimic chests in the game. So if you open a chest without hitting it first, it could be a mimic and it just eats you. Like it opens up and it looks like this and it fucking chomps on your head.
Which is a very like fucking roguelike sort of theme.
So every time you go into a chest, everyone's like, clank. And they're like, all right, now I can open it.
Yeah. Which is, I mean, that's how it is. Dude, I have died to so many fucking mimics in my life.
So
motherfuckers, dude.
So when you're wearing this,
fucking fakers, man.
It's obscuring the fuck out of your camera view.
Yeah, you can't see dick.
And it makes it so you slowly lose health.
Also, are you Christian Bale in The Machinist in this guy? Like, what is that?
Good call, yeah.
Body type.
But so by this time I'd been playing the game for many hours when I finally get this helmet and I slap it on because it's hilarious. Like the little tongue flaps around.
Yeah, that's
because of the physics engine.
Right.
And
which is phenomenal, by the way, like unparalleled. the From Software.
It's hilarious.
Physics engine is just bananas good.
So there's a timing-based move you can do called a parry, with specific shields. So like someone swings at you, and if you hit the button right, you'll do this move, and then it'll counter their move, and they'll get stunned.
Oh.
So up until this point, I had been like honing the craft of parrying, but it's like very visual based, and this like blocks it. And like our recent guest on the podcast, chats in the room a lot.
Oh, was that the one that said the thing
in the chat? Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
And I have that on, and then like I'm still parrying shit, and he's like, parrying with that helmet on just seems wrong, and I'm like, I don't need to see, I believe. And then like right after, I'm like, pow, and it's like you can't see shit. You're just like, I think I know the timing.
Well, that's like, I mean, I don't know, the parry. That kind of reminds me of like back in the Arkham games, like when you know. There's like different timing for different enemies too, so like you get so used to like the parry timing just to keep your combos up, and then like some random new enemy shows up or whatever,
throws you off,
and you fuck it up. But then the other point I wanted to make is like, I mean, so many different games that you just make the decision to like inhibit your play or like actively make your player worse because of swag points. Like you're just like, fuck that.
You grab this, you're like, well, I have to wear that now.
Well, it's like my guy in fucking Cyberpunk before that game broke. I think I've shown you guys.
What's the word with Cyberpunk? Is it back on or what?
Well,
I think it's a real game now. It's a real boy.
They fixed it, but it just like I could never get you have such a bad experience that it just is. Really hard.
That's why I'm happy I waited, because I am going to play it.
I think I hope I didn't delete. Oh, here we go. This was my guy in Cyberpunk for like the longest time.
I remember that.
Just a swagger hound.
Oh yeah.
Fucking pants, and then I used to just do no pants every once in a while, so you just have that.
That's a very Dark Souls thing to do.
Yeah, and then I like had my electric dildo as my weapon of choice. So like it's like so short, such a short range weapon, but you're like, I don't fucking care, dude. I'm using a fucking dildo right now.
Yeah, because I'll be rocking undies on the Mac Moon character.
Yeah,
because that weapon like is kind of heavy.
Yeah,
and I'm like, well, I need to have the light.
The weight,
because it matters. If you're wearing a certain amount of gear, you're slower.
Yeah. I know. I
need to be light.
I was imagining like dudes on the battlefield, like, you know, hundreds of years ago, being like,
real life, like, dude, this sword.
Fuck, I can't move fast enough, and then just stripping.
This sword is too heavy. Not anymore.
And there's like it's like a safety zone.
Yeah.
People are like, if you need to disrobe.
There's just a pile of clothes on the battlefield.
And then they're taking clothes off and they're like, I'm going to fucking kill you as soon as I get out of here. But then they just end up fucking.
Why did we have so many layers of pants these days? Classic.
Is that Elon Musk?
Fit check. Look at that dong, dude.
It's all balls.
That's one of the classes you can pick.
There's a lot of balls.
So yeah, you can just make like a schlubby dude in Elden Ring.
If that's schlubby, then
No, not this guy. I'm just saying you can.
Okay, cool.
Because you can be you can look like you're 55.
Pick a better name, Bartholomew. God,
a better name than Bartholomew.
Just be better. Be more creative.
Bort.
Come on. Like Mac Moon is great.
Yeah.
Well, you got to get inspiration from the items you get in the game.
Sure.
So because you put a few things together, you're like, oh my god, I can make Hulk Hogan in this game, and it's legit.
I mean, it's funny to think that somebody has like a kind of a prestigious name, and then look like that.
Yeah, they just come wandering out of like a tomb, like, what up?
What's up? I'm Bartholomew. Hey man, that club you're dragging behind you? You got any pants in there? Jesus.
But yeah, Souls games are fashion shows because
a
lot of times the gear doesn't mean anything. It's just there because eventually the game gets so difficult that you just die
if you get hit
instantly. Right, it doesn't matter what you're wearing.
Right. It's all about movement and not about So it's
And that's why you want to be light.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like, is it worth the drip? Yeah.
So yeah, you always see people putting together their outfit. Whoa.
I'm going to steal the Declaration of Independence.
Wow.
I'm going to steal the Declaration of Independence. A, B, C.
Dude's good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Like, Scoob, when they said fixing, I thought they meant like fixings on a sandwich. Reggie, right over my wrist. Like, Scoob.
Missing.
I just love his Scooby impression. It's not good, but it's so good.
Well, that's one of those
You wanna hear a
execution.
double standard between men and women?
Nope.
It's one of those like right-wing ladies that's like anti-female empowerment somehow.
Oh, God, I hate that.
And that was like one of those trending response.
Yeah. Okay, so this is terms for a well-struck shot in golf.
You cleared this muck. 4-iron? You just flushed that. Piped. Yeah, I mean, that was roped. That ball was nuked. Yeah, that thing was mushed. You pummeled that 3-wood. You picked that one clean. Yeah, this ball was pissed on. I've just got a wedge in. That thing was destroyed. I got a hold of that one. Smoked it. You've been crushing the ball. Mashed potatoes. That was an absolute bomb. That was kind of sent. Was a what? It was buried. You decimated that ball. That was a piss missile. Thing was striped.
Okay,
Gosh, that thing was
so
weird. You cleared it.
I send this because
Striped, I know that one.
I have said every one of those on a golf course.
Some of them here.
I was gonna say I've nuked for sure.
It was absolutely
Pummeled.
nuked. Yeah.
Pummeled is a frequent Petra.
That was pounded.
Mashed potatoes, I like.
Okay, pause. So there's a Okay, so
That's not how TikTok works.
So there's like a weird trend in baseball right now where if a team's getting absolutely shelled, they just put a position player on the mound to not waste arms out of their bullpen. Not waste like pitchers, right?
So if they're getting the shit kicked out of them?
Yeah, so if they're getting like destroyed, they'll be like, "All right, you typically play outfield, but you're going to pitch now." And so they're like 2 years ago, or maybe it was last year, like a Twins pitcher set the record for the slowest pitch in a game. He threw it 39 miles an hour because he's like typically an outfielder.
Oh, like Mara drive into the studio today.
Right. So
thanks.
So it's just kind of like a thing. The game is meaningless at this point, right? So knowing full well that this is a position player up on the mound, here's what happens.
Oh, gosh,
Yes!
Oh, God.
So
Let me see it again.
So he gets hit by the pitch, but it's 50 miles an hour as opposed to like 100. So he plays dead. Like he just like,
he oversold it.
I see. I see.
Yeah. That made me laugh. This guy fucking rules.
On. We got the fucking scoot warmed up. We're going fucking scoot. $7.82 to fill up all the scoots. Outrageous. Outrageous. Our first little pit stop, the old Honda. Oh, right there, the red one. Is running like a bag of smashed assholes. Don't know what we're gonna do with it. Old Honda again. Fucking, she ain't no two smoke. I tell you that. Free. Whew, she's brisk, but what do you think, babe? No, I don't know if I call it cold. This is fucking beauty scooting weather. Checking on the turf, making sure everything's safe, just doing our part. Fucking scoot! We got the fucking pitties on. We got
The pitties, by the way, are Pit Viper sunglasses.
There we go. Okay.
Learning so many words.
I got to fart real bad and I got to shit real bad, and I'm afraid if I fart, I'm going to shit. There are only two outcomes of this situation. and they both include the fire department. I got a fire.
I love that guy. He gets me every time. Okay, you're gonna have to read the description on this one out loud, probably.
Yeah, I can't
because Chris can't. See.
When you're out and see your wife's boyfriend.
Hey, get that white steam out of your fucking mouth!
Dude, that caught me so off guard the first time I saw it. I was like, this is really dumb. And then as soon as it happened, I was like, this is the funniest thing I've seen today.
Here, man. Take it for a quick time.
Oh,
I love this
so
one.
good.
It's great.
Oh, fuck. What the hell? Did he give it back? Who is that? The boy in the crevasse. What? The crevasse between the seat and the door. There's a boy in there. Oh, my God. Give him a Cheeto. What? He gave your phone back. Give him a Cheeto. There you go. Very good. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's he doing now? He's touching my thigh. Oh, yeah, he does that. Why? You ever wanted a stranger's hand on your thigh on the open road? Not once ever. Really? He's not going to try to, like, yank me off or anything, is he? Oh, no. Crevasse boy would never. I don't know. Can't believe you would even ask that. I'm sorry, I didn't know. Don't apologize to me. Apologize to the boy. I'm sorry, crevasse boy. Probably really hurt his feelings. I'm sorry. What's he doing with his hand now? It's kind of limp. Oh, yeah, he's sad. I'm sorry, crevasse boy. Give him another Cheeto. Here, man. For a quick test drive.
So good.
Okay. Point in the crevasse.
Dude, how does he come up with this shit? You know, it's like fucking...
Dude, and other people were there watching him yell at his car.
Yeah. Yeah. And hearing him yelling out of his car at no one.
Oh, muted. The falling deaths are hilarious. Like, right, comedy.
Comedy. I love that last part. This is so, very well done. Like, right, comedy. You literally cut yourself off to be like, there's no better word. Like, right, comedy. So good.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Who's that Pokemon? It's Pikachu!
It's test that premise.
People think that I have an easy last name, right? Duke. Super easy to spell. Easy to learn how to spell. Easy to say. But you would not believe the amount of calls that I got were like, so, Mr. Duck, we're calling about your... It's like, how... Where in your fucking brain did you... It's 4 letters. How did you get Duck? There's a Duke University.
Is there a Duck University?
There might as well be my last name might as well be Super 8 Motel. It's that common. It's everywhere.
Right. That's pretty good.
And especially
I think the Aflac Duck went to Duke or Duck University, sorry.
Nice. That's funny that you fucked it up.
I did.
But I think Minnesotans get surname envy because their names are so fucking wild.
Yeah.
Wolachimabaneski. Kalamanowski.
Yeah.
You know, every time that they...
What is ski?
Polish.
Yeah, but what is it in Polish that it has to be attached to most last names?
It must be like...
Sun?
I was going to say it must be like the sun.
Probably. I was going to say it probably just stands for we're Polish and dumb as hell.
Sausage.
Yeah, Michael's son, pedophile son.
I could go for a real good sausage right now.
But so Minnesotans get surname envy with all of the wild last names. And I also realized that like whenever they go to a hockey game, it's like a 23andMe for them. They're like, I wonder if I'm related. There can't be that many Kolomorenschneskis.
Yeah. Dude, you hear that more in Minnesota than anywhere else in the country.
Right? How many of these can there be?
How many Sebastian Afanowskis are there? Come on, there's probably only 3 of us.
You know what? I actually do have like real world examples of last names, but
And these are the easier versions.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, Ellis Island, they were like, I'll just tone it down a little bit.
That's what happened to my family.
Yeah.
How many Walkloffs are there?
Schnauskis.
How many his cocks are there?
But anyways, all the links will be in the description this time for real. And I'll put a little step-by-step in the thing, 1, 2, 3, and then boom, you're subbed for free.
If you made it this far, comment, thanks, Captain Suck and Fuck.
let me dominate you on Twitch.
Mama!
All right. You cut that for me, and I'll use that as my sub notification.
100%.
Nice.
All right. Same time next week?
Dude.
I think instead of post-op trans woman, we should just say boneless.
Oh. That's so fucking good. You gotta tweet more. That's such a good. That tweet gets 300,000 likes.
Oh, man.
That's so good.
You know when you're about to fall asleep and then something where you
Yes.
get excited?
Yes.
It's exactly what just happened.
Yes. Yes. Dude, I'm in that about to fall asleep.
You just re-energized
brainwaves
me.
mode right
But this is
right now.
what happens is, so I say that tomorrow I'm going to see that tweet.
Oh.
Like I swear to God, like almost everything I've said on here as like a
Everything's been
premise, like, but it's like right out. I hear it right after. Like I did that like Supreme Court joke.
Oh yeah.
I heard Weird Al do it like the next day. The cut my dick into pieces, Papa Roach thing. I sent a TikTok of someone else doing that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You gotta just what that brain do needs to just sort of become a stream of consciousness thing for you, and you just gotta start putting stuff out there.
I mean, that one was on TikTok.
I had a dream the other night, by the way, super random, because I don't even stream. So this was, or I don't even tweet, is what I was gonna say.
I was gonna say
I don't even tweet. I had a dream that I had a viral tweet. And I found out it was viral in a public place. Like somebody was like, "Oh my God, are you?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they were like, "Your tweet about like mashed potatoes or whatever." And I was like, "I'm fucking awesome." Then I plugged your Twitch in my, because you know people do that, like gotta plug something after a viral tweet or whatever. So I plugged your Twitch, and then overnight you became a millionaire. It was rad. And then I woke up and I was
this
like,
dream.
"We're
It's
gonna
great.
make this happen." Because I was like, oh, fuck, that would be... Because, like, Mara with almost no money is awesome. And I imagine your life wouldn't change that much if you had a lot of money.
I just wouldn't have an EBT card.
Well, and you would just be able to, like, occasionally buy the fucking rad stuff that you come across. I feel like your background on Twitch would just become so many dragon penises. Well, I mean...
I saw those
penis snails.
I saw a meme where it was like these are like I can't remember what it was, but they're like Funko Pops.
But they were dicks?
Yeah, they're like some group of people's Funko Pops. I can't remember the group though. It was such a good meme. But then it showed like someone's entire collection of Bad Dragon dildos.
Oh God! And you're like,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
the amount of fucking video games and like old retro shit you would get, like. I don't know. All it takes is one viral tweet for somebody to plug Mara Jade 84 underneath, and then we all get to rest on our laurels.
Ooh. Who's Laurel?
I went to high school with a girl named
I'd rather rest on my gannies.
Oh.
It was a thing. It was a trend.
All right.
Laurel and Yanny. It was a sound clip.
Yeah, very good.
Damn.
Good. I saw somebody retweet that dress the other day, and they were like, anybody who thought this was white and gold is a fucking moron.
And then they like responded like, I changed something and now it's the other way and I can't unsee it.
Right.
Yeah.
They just put it negative.
Yeah. Well, no, it's like I saw I was scrolling on Twitter and I saw white and gold.
Yeah.
I did this. I squinted my eyes and when it came back, it changed.
Sheesh.
I could never get it to change.
There's some scientific reason.
Yeah, it's because we're hot.
Oh, did you see James Makes Music has a fucking billboard now?
I didn't know that.
Oh, James, that was on our fucking podcast. When you said James Makes Music, I thought you meant like...
Oh, like it was a sentence?
Yeah.
Did you see James Makes Music? I gotcha.
I was like, he has a billboard in Cloud or what?
Does it involve Heelys?
God, I hope so.
No, it's making fun of fucking the Billboard King. It's that guy's name.
No way.
The arms wide open guy?
He did a fucking Lindahl?
Yeah, Lindahl.
To the Lindahl.
Chris Lindahl, there we go.
So dumb, dude. How that guy got famous, that guy's a crook ass. He actually is, though.
Yeah.
He does, like, really unethical shit.
Nice. I saw him go. Wee.
Pretty fucking tits.
Absolutely.
Dude. Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, absolutely.